Good morning, and thank you for joining us for more study of God's Word. This month we'll be discussing the church. In Matthew 16:15-18 we read, "And he said to them, But who do you say that I am? Simon Peter answered and said, You are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus answered and said to him, Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven." Now pay close attention to verse 18. "And I," this is Jesus talking, "also say to you that you are Peter." Peter in the Greek, Petros, meaning a single stone. And on this rock in the Greek, Petra, which means the solid and movable bedrock, there's a difference in Petros and Petra. The rock Jesus is talking about is back in verse 16 where Peter says, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God," which is talking about Peter's confession that Christ is the Son of God, not Peter himself. And we'll continue the verse, "I will build my." Here Jesus declares my, which means his, something that belongs to him. "And I will build my church." Here Jesus tells us he is going to build what he is going to build, meaning it has not been built yet, but he is going to build the church that belongs to him. Look at the last part of Acts 20 verse 28 where it says, "To shepherd the church of God which he purchased with his own blood." Here it tells us who is the owner of the church and what he purchased it with. He purchased it with his own blood. He made the ultimate sacrifice to purchase his church, and yes, it is his church, and that is what we are discussing this month. And continuing verse 18, "In the gates of Hades." Some translations use hell instead of Hades. Hades is not hell or Gehenna, but the unseen abode of the dead that holds the departed within its gates. Jesus is talking about his death. The death on the cross will not keep him from being resurrected. In other words, death did not have a hold on Jesus. It couldn't keep him there or from building his church. And then the last part of it, "and it shall not prevail against it." Death was not going to win by keeping Jesus there. Jesus arose from the dead and built his church. I will reread verse 18, as we had a lot to discuss in this verse. "And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it." We didn't get as far in our discussion of the church, but these verses have a lot that needed to be explained. There's a lot of controversy about Peter. Some take this verse as saying the church was built on Peter. The church was not built on Peter, but on his confession that Jesus is the Son of God. This is what we need to take from this discussion. We will continue our discussion of the church next week. Thank you again for joining us this morning. Please join us every Monday morning at 10 a.m. for more study of God's Word. We invite you to join us at our assembly times. We meet every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. for Bible classes with classes for all ages. Our worship times are 10:30 a.m. and 6 p.m., which we also live stream on YouTube. We meet Wednesday at 7 p.m. for midweek Bible study. We offer Bible correspondence courses through the mail and personal one-on-one Bible study. If you are interested, you can contact us by any of the means scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We love you and want you to go to heaven. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.